Hi, Minesh Baxi here, and I'm excited to meet Shatay here, and she has a great story to tell. I know you'll enjoy her personality and the pink, right?
Yep.
And we'll have a great time together. So, Shatay, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, first of all, I know we were referred through another real estate broker as well,
Mm-hmm.
and Levan, and he
Mm-hmm.
was here last week, had a great time with him. Now, your story is very interesting because the way I title it was From Deathbed to Showing Real Estate, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about your background.
I was in the military for 12 years in the Air Force.
Thanks for the. My father was in the Air Force in India.
Oh, really?
So I was brought up in an Air Force family. We traveled all over.
Yep.
So I have a tremendous respect for anybody who is affiliated with military services
Yep.
because I value the patriotism they have, the hard work they put in.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for your service.
Thank you for the support. We don't give enough credit to the families.
I
family.
agree. I was part of that family.
Yeah.
My father was on the one area in the border and we were away from him. Yes.
That's really hard, especially on the children.
Correct.
So, so 12 years in the Air Force, and I ended up here. My husband and I moved here. He's still active duty. And so we came here from California, and then I got into real estate. It was pretty early on, 2015, we arrived, and then about 3 months into it in May, the doctors found a 7-pound tumor in my abdomen. Yes. So we had just had our wedding in January. We went to the Philippines for our honeymoon and moved to Michigan. All in 3-4 months, I ended up with this giant tumor in my belly. I thought I was getting fat. So
7 pounds is a big one.
yes, that's a baby. So we did the surgery, and it was just one thing after another. 3 long years of multiple operations, all while I still was doing real estate. So whenever I was able to get up and walk around with a cane and get in the car, drive myself, I would get out there and sell some houses.
That is amazing. And it's, some people call it commitment, but you have passion for it.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, something you're naturally born to do, right? The calling, so to speak.
Really.
That you didn't have to find energy to do it. You just needed to be healthy enough to do it, right?
100%.
Because a lot of people get up in the morning on Mondays and they are dreading going to work. And that's not a good life to lead.
No, I know that feeling. After the military, there was a time between the military and real estate where I was an investigator for the Department of Defense. And I did feel that same feeling, the
Monday
dread.
blues.
Yes. And so I feel blessed that there aren't many people out there that can do every day what they absolutely love doing.
Wow.
Absolutely love it.
So what do you love about real estate?
Well, a big part of it are the people, the buyers, the sellers. You know, we go through this struggle, maybe a push and pull when it comes to pricing or advertising and showings, the little things. And then making it to the closing table, everybody's happy. You know, it's almost like a gamble. You're gambling, and in the end, you win when you close.
Very interesting. And at your office, you said you have champagne all the time.
All the time. All the time. You should have share. You should be celebrating all the time. You know,
Life is celebration by itself.
it really
yes.
is. It really is. I mean, when you go from your deathbed to now living a full, healthy life, and I mean, you have everything at your fingertips. What is there not to celebrate?
I agree with you. Every day above ground, right? And so just to make sure there is nothing going on with your health anymore now.
Right. I am healthy. I feel better than I ever have. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So you have been in real estate, so you have advice for obviously people who want to buy a house. But you also have advice for people who are realtors already
Right.
because you're a broker. So how did you make this transition, first of all? And then what kind of advice do you have?
Well, I was with another brokerage, and I was sort of, I like to say I was stuck in a perpetual state of limitation where there was nothing more. I wasn't going up. I wasn't moving. And so I decided to go out on my own. And what a leap that was. A lot of unexpected situations,
Sure.
but it really was the best thing. I guess my best advice for new realtors and struggling realtors would be you're not a tree. If you're not happy, move.
Yes.
It's that simple. Don't stay stuck where you are.
No.
Make a change and don't wait. Don't waste time. Time is
Yes.
the one thing we can never get back.
Isn't that amazing? And most of us don't understand the value of it until it is too late, right?
Right.
I totally agree with you, which is why I homeschool my children and we have a great time together because I know
Yeah.
I don't want my children to feel that I didn't provide them the time and the attention, affection that they needed.
Right.
Very true. So your brokerage is called what?
Fifth Avenue Realty
And where are you located?
on Crooks Road in Troy.
Crooks Road in Troy. Wow, that's not far from here at all.
Right.
And I'm so glad to hear that. And a lot of people, like you said, don't have understanding of being successful in real estate. And you want to change that. So tell us a
Yeah.
little bit more about that.
Well, I know that a lot of people like to say that if you're good at what you do, you'll be successful wherever you go. I don't believe that. I truly believe, especially in real estate, you have to be at the right place, have the right platform to make it work. You could be a great salesman, but if you don't have the resources, the tools, the training, the leads, it's just so much harder, and it doesn't have to be that hard. So do your research, be at the right location, at the right brokerage where you get the right amount of support. And I mean, there are no limits. Sky's the limit.
Exactly. I totally agree with you on that as well. So what do you think separates you from other realtors that are obviously trying to help people buy, sell houses?
Well, I think I never ask my agents to do anything that I have not already done over and over and failed at and figured it all out. So I think what separates me is that I was a quick learner. I figured things out very quickly. When I made a mistake, I probably did it 2 or 3 more times just to make sure I was doing it wrong before I figured out the right way. So I get to share with my agents those experiences so they can kind of curtail the path that they're headed on and avoid some of the timely mistakes that I made.
Yeah, and obviously with your experience and learn the hard way or the whichever way you did, now you're able to coach them through it. You can understand because one of the challenges in coaching and training is empathy.
Oh, yeah.
And if you haven't been through the challenges that they're facing, you don't really agree and understand. It's like, why are they going through this challenge?
Right.
But because you went through it, you're able to commiserate with them and also guide and coach them through the process as well. And in your case, so you said your husband is still active military?
Yes.
So
Yep.
is he in
Air
Michigan?
Force.
Is he not in Michigan?
Yeah, he's at Selfridge Air Force Base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you live close to it, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. We're right there.
You're right there as well. Fantastic. So what is the next level of success for you?
Well, I think growing the brokerage. We're a small boutique brokerage right now. There are about 9 of us.
Okay.
So I'd like to double those numbers and quadruple our sales numbers. Most importantly for me is training these realtors to become great, successful agents, top producers. I love the new agent who has no experience. They're kind of like little babies that I can, mold and shape into these superstars and teach them good habits to have.
Yeah, and it is hard to develop good habits.
Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges you run into when you're trying to help these people who don't really know enough yet?
I think one of the biggest challenges is 9 times out of 10, I see the potential before they even know what their own potential is. I think that a lot of brokers, a lot of leaders, one of the mistakes they make is they don't get to know their people well enough. So for me, it's so important because we're a small group, and I think of all of them as not only my business partners, but as my family, my friends. So getting to know them, training them the right way, the way that they learn is most important.
And when you say training the way they learn is, give me some examples.
So basically, there are some people out there are not motivated by money.
Correct.
They may want to make a lot of money one day and be very successful, but that's not truly what motivates them. So when we are, as brokers, we're managers, but we also have to be coaches, and not all managers make good coaches. And one of the key rules that you have to follow in order to be that kind of a good coach is to get to know all of your people, find out what motivates them. The one agent that's not motivated by money may be motivated by camaraderie. And that feeling of camaraderie will ultimately result in them being very successful in sales. So you just have to figure out what motivates your people so you can get them to where they need to be.
And I agree with you because one of the things I teach, maybe you saw it, I have a book called Stop Hiring Losers. And I help business owners before they make decisions about hiring, whether the person fits in the role that they want. and money is not always the motivator.
Right.
Some people, the motivation might be to be on their own. Some people balance, learning, etc. So if you don't know what motivates them, you might be giving them a carrot,
Right.
which is really not a carrot for them. Just like I like Indian food, and you may not like Indian
I
food,
love
right?
Indian
you love
food.
Indian food? Well, we'll have to get together at an Indian
Right.
food restaurant place in the near future. But that's what happens.
Yeah.
And if you and I don't understand what motivates them, and we are like, they're not motivated. No, they are motivated. I don't know anybody who is not motivated. The question is, are you putting the right motivation that they have in front of them?
Right.
And it's like, take a look at people stand in line for iPhone or the tickets for a concert. They are gone in a few seconds.
Right.
Well, people are motivated.
Yeah.
They're taking action. It's just that we are not the right coaches, or we just don't understand what their coaching style might be.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and a big challenge that I face is finding those right people.
Yes.
Not just for the position of being a realtor, but that fit our culture. So, our office is we're all about positivity. Our positive vibes are just overwhelming. There's no bickering, even though we are a company that deals with a lot of leads. And when you're dealing with a lot of leads, usually in a team-like setting, there's bound to be some kind of controversy or chaos going on. But we're so focused on helping each other that the culture in the office is just so much different than what you'd expect from a typical real estate company that deals with a high volume of leads.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So outside of real estate and obviously family, what else do you do for fun?
Oh boy, real estate. I mean, what else is there? I love my family. I love being home. I'm kind of a homebody, I guess you would say.
I see.
So my days of partying are long gone. I love nothing more than sitting home watching TV and smoking hookah. I mean, really, and selling real estate. That's really all there is. I'm a big reader, so I love to read.
Which is one of the books that you like?
Oh my gosh, The Richest Man in Babylon.
That's a beautiful
probably
book. It's a very simple, easy read.
Exactly. Yeah, and there was I took a lot away from that.
Well,
a lot
good
of
for you.
lessons learned. Yeah,
I think that is one of those books which should be taught in middle school and high school.
100%.
And if children learn that at a young age, they're likely to be making the right decisions.
Yeah.
And Richest Man in Babylon teaches you those simple concepts
Right.
on how to be rich in a simple, easy, step-by-step manner as well.
It doesn't have to be that hard, know. It's not rocket science.
Okay. Is there a place you're looking to go for vacation or some fun stuff?
I'd like to go back to the Philippines.
Okay.
I spent about 3 weeks there on our honeymoon, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah. Where did you go? Manila? Or somewhere else?
Boracay.
I don't know much about it, but I'm sure it was a fun place.
Unbelievable.
Tropical,
Yeah.
warm weather, and beaches, right?
Yes, and great food.
Great food. Okay,
Yeah,
there you are.
yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. Fantastic. Is there anything else you want to mention before we wrap up here?
Just that Fifth Avenue Realty is always looking for the best, the brightest. You don't have to have a lot of experience. You just have to have good work ethic and be a positive person, have some good vibes to kind of join our company. We offer an opportunity to realtors that most places do not offer. So, and like I said, it's not rocket science. Real estate should not be that hard. And so we kind of make things a lot easier for you to become successful.
So if there's somebody who wants to get in touch with you, how would they get hold of you?
You can look us up on the website, fifthavenue.realty, and you can give me a call directly, 248-973-7233. Check us out on Facebook. It's not hard to find us.
Well, today's internet world, you can find anybody anywhere.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter where you are. And as long as you give clear instruction enough, people can easily find out. I'm sure with the name as well, they can find out your name and they will know exactly well. Well, it's been absolutely a pleasure getting to know
Thank
you.
you.
I love your
Likewise.
smiling, positive vibes attitude. I love that you actually had struggled financially, not financially, but health-wise, and then you ended up creating a business that you were so passionate that you found energy to go there as well. So I'm so proud of you for stepping up, and thanks for your service with the military too.
Thank you.
Folks, I hope you enjoyed Shatay's energy. She's obviously somebody who is warm, bubbly, friendly, has a lot of enthusiasm, and she's looking to help people who are looking to join her real estate company. Thanks again for watching. And before I wrap up, if you are somebody who's hungry to get out the message, humble, and you are somebody who is looking at saying, I would like to be helpful to people, well, you could be on our show as well. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.